Hey everybody, Dan here for KDR Custom Drum Recording. I'd like to thank you for tuning in and welcome you to my first ever video drum lesson. Now I'd like to share a couple of patterns that I developed in the Afrobeat style of music. The reason that I like these patterns is mainly because they're fun to play, but also because they utilize a couple of different concepts that are important to us drummers. The first concept is that of the ostinato. Now an ostinato is a short, constantly repeating rhythmic pattern. Today we'll be setting up ostinatos between the ride cymbal and the hi-hat. The second concept is that of the 3-2 clave. Now clave patterns are the leading rhythmic pulse in many styles of Latin music, and they're also very important in African music as well. Now generally you'll see clave patterns written in cut time, but a more contemporary way to utilize them is to spread them out over an entire bar of 4/4, which is what we'll be doing. Sheet music is available for all of these examples and can be downloaded at www.kdrecording.com. Let's get started. Let's go ahead and work through the first four examples. Example number 1 is your ostinato pattern. You're going to be keeping quarter notes on the hi-hat with your foot and playing on the and of every beat. So we have 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. Now in example number 2, we're going to be adding strokes on the bass drum on the 1E and the 3E. So now we're counting 1E and a 2 and a 3E and a 4 and a 1. In example number 3, we'll be adding the 3-2 clave pattern cross-sticked on the snare drum. The feel for this pattern will be 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Now you'll notice in examples 3 and 4, as well as 7 and 8, that I have multiple hand patterns written on beat number 1. Now the reason I wrote it this way is because I'm choosing to accent beat number 1 on the floor tom, which is replicating a surdo accent. This is a very common technique in Latin and especially Brazilian music. And now in example 4, we're going to put all the parts together to complete the first pattern. Now that we've worked out the first pattern, it's time to put it to use with an audio example. The song that I selected for this is from the album Red Hot plus Fela, and you can download a portion of the audio at the KDR website to play along with. Now I'm going to demonstrate this for you a couple of different ways. The first time you see me play it, I'll be keeping a broken 16th note feel on the hi-hat while playing the 1E and the 3E on the bass drum. Now if you're having trouble with the feel of the music, this is a good way to kind of ease yourself into it. After that, I'll go ahead and demonstrate the full beat, pattern number 4 from the written music.
So that y'all find out, but I don't know my mother, she left me. America, my foster care. I tried to get a hold of her, but I lost the trail. Tried to get a phone number for my pops in jail. I'm posted up on corners with a couple rocks in hand. My big brother taught me how to go and move like a quick move. Walk tall through the streets, don't be shook, dude. This is our home. It might be broken, but it's still good. You might be joking, but you still hood. They think they know you, but they don't. They wanna own you, but they won't.
So now that you're comfortable with that pattern, let's move on to examples 5 through 8. The only difference with this group of examples is that we are going to change the ostinato pattern. So if you look at example number 5, instead of playing the quarter note on the hi-hat with our foot, we are now going to shift the pulse to the upbeat and play on the and of every beat. So now we have 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. In example number 6, we'll just be adding the bass drum on the 1E and the 3E. For example number 7, we'll be adding the 3-2 clave pattern cross-sticked on the snare drum. Now finally, for example number 8, we're just going to go ahead and put everything together and you have your basic groove. Alright, now we're ready for our second audio example. This one comes from the album Red Hot plus Riot. So go to the KDR website, download the music, and play along. So there you have it, 2 simple Afrobeat style patterns for you to add to your arsenal. I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and remember to check back often at www.kdrecording.com for upcoming videos. You can also find us on social media and like and share with your friends. Until next time.